Hi, my name's Oriana Bretschker. I'm the CEO and founder at Aquacycl, and welcome to Wastewater Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about the domino effect of saving water in your production facilities. Now, we all realize it's an extremely important goal to conserve water, to use less water in production, which enables a safer and healthier planet overall. But water is critical to every production environment. Minimizing it also has some domino effect impacts on how you manage your wastewater coming out. Now, it's awesome to reduce your water input by 50% or have a 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.2 ratio in terms of water to product. But that means that the water that leaves your facility as wastewater is highly concentrated in pollution, where it was not so much before. So now you have to deal with these concentrates in a much different way. If you already have an existing wastewater treatment system on your facility, you're going to have to retune the operation of that wastewater treatment facility in order to handle the higher concentrations. Now, that means increased energy potentially if you have an aeration system, or your aeration system may not even work no matter what energy consumption you increase to. You may have to consider an anaerobic approach to deal with these higher concentrate wastewaters. But because you have a smaller volume, your typical anaerobic digester may not be the best solution. Typically, ADs are going to like to see volumes that are upwards of 100,000 gallons a day to really make cost and value sense from a treatment perspective. But maybe you're a smaller footprint than that. Well, that's where Aquacycl could come in. We operate on a much smaller footprint, lower volume scale, but our specialty is in treating these concentrates. So when you think about water savings, super important to execute, but also think about all of the consequences down the line in terms of what that's going to do to your wastewater management, whether you're treating on site or whether you're sending to a sewer. Because even though you've decreased your volume going to the drain, you have increased your concentration, which means that could also create challenges to the downstream centralized wastewater treatment facility that is expecting a certain concentration and volume from your production facility. So they may actually come back to you and ask you to dilute or add more water, or even potentially haul that wastewater off-site to another facility or for a land application use, as opposed to being able to send it to sewer like you were before. So there are a lot of different ways that water savings can impact your wastewater management. So super important to think through holistically of what water savings will do for you in your production environment on the back end of the pipe.